we are going to be building this really cool multi-game 4-in-1 54-inch game system. So this is ideal if you have not a large room, but a room large enough that you want to convert it into a games room, and you want to have, you know, games like, you know, pool, mini table tennis, there's mini foosball, and we also have slide hockey, but something in a form factor that's not too small such that it's like a kid's toy, but not too large because you don't have a real huge room to play with. So this particular one, I saw this one at Walmart. There will be a link below in the description where you can get this online. But if you want something that it's just the right size for kids to play, like if you're building a game room for kids, but at the same time, adults can actually have fun playing on something with this with other adults or with their children, I think this is just the sweet spot when it comes to the size and the build quality. So what I'm going to do is quickly assemble this and then show you what the finished product looks like and give you my view on the actual build quality. So one of the things I want to say right now, out of the box, this actually, the billiard pea, the pool table, comes pre-built, and as you can see underneath here, we have, I guess it's part of the board, but this is pretty heavy. This feels like a couple of pounds, at least 30 pounds. So I know that the build quality is pretty good, and the felt on this is nice. And the reason I like the fact that the pool table is pre-built, pool tables are funny, right? You want when the ball is in the middle, especially when it's on a level surface, it's not supposed to move anywhere, right? So I'm impressed with the fact that I don't have to assemble this, so it comes pre-installed. That being said, there's a ton of parts that came with this thing. I always strongly recommend, and this is especially to you fellow men out there, we just like to bypass the manual and start building it. We'll look at the manual first, do an inspection of all the parts and make sure you have everything before you start to build this thing out. Fortunately with this, I don't have a problem. I did a check, it all checks out fine. Anyway, enough chit chat, as I always say. Let's get to building this and see what the final product looks like. So here's the instruction manual, and strongly recommend double checking that you have everything in your inventory list. So it's your, I guess, your parts identifier page. And that's the pre-built pool table. That's the box. And you're going to get 4 games in one. As I previously mentioned, you have pool. There's also foosball. And this one is pretty sizable. It's going to look really good. And then there's mini table tennis. And then there is a slide hockey game. So here is the contents of the box. As you can see, I've put everything here on the ground because there's a lot of parts. A lot of parts. Assembly that I've assembled here. So if you notice just now, when I turned it back on its legs, I made sure that there was no side pressure on either of these legs, right? So normally you need 2 adults to like lift it completely over without any pressure, any side pressure on the legs. I was able to do it myself. So here we go, right? This looks pretty good, pretty stable, and what I like about this as well is that these legs at the bottom have adjustable feet, so that's very important, especially if you're playing pool. If your surface is not level, you can just adjust the legs and use a spirit level just to ensure you have, well, even a spirit level, just put a ball in the center, just make sure you have a very level playing area for your pool. So this is step one, the pool table. So let's now go ahead and build the foos table, because the way the foos table is designed, it's a bit larger than this, and it's designed to go over this when playing. Alright, so let's do that now. Okay, so at this point we were able to get the foosball table put together. So the only part I had to take my time with was to understand the orientation, make sure the orientation of the players on opposing teams were facing each other, that I had the right player counts, and even more importantly, that the bars had the right orientation. Obviously, if I'm going to be the black players and these are my handles, I had to make sure that I had the pole in the right orientation, if you know what I mean, so that there's enough play when I'm moving the players back and forth, right? So as you can see, I was able to get that done. So I recommend when you do build yours, that you just take your time and be patient with it, because once it's put together, it's going to be a fun experience. And as you remember as well, for something of this size, I don't know if you remember, at the bottom, at the back of this, at the bottom of this, there was 3 stabilizing bars, because when you have these foosball tables getting larger and larger, you want this surface here to be level, right? You don't want it to be any play. So it's good that in this design, they do have 3 underlying boards, the size of about 1 inch, right underneath. Try to lift it up, you see for yourself. Right here, you see the 3? Right, that is what's there. So that's really good. Now the way this works now is that when you're not playing pool, this is supposed to fit snugly over the table. So let me go and bring it back now and show you how that works. So as you can see, this just fits right on top of here like that, and then you can start playing, and then when you're done, if you want to then play pool, you just take this off. Now, ideally, taking this off and putting it on, because of the size and the weight, it is strongly recommended, and I have that mentioned in the manual as well, that 2 people actually take this off and put it back on. 2 strong people, or 1 very strong person. So there you go. So yeah, so if you want to play pool, you take this off, you play the pool. If you want to play foosball, you just put this on. No screws, just let gravity keep it in place, and you can play comfortably. Now, I'm just going to show you the final configuration of all 4. Once I finish putting on a little bag here, because there's a bag here that holds all the accessories for like the pool, and yes, there's table tennis as well. and all the other knickknacks. I'm going to add that little bag here, and then I'm going to show you the final configuration and how you get all 4 games working on this. So here's the first game, and this is one of the main reasons I got it, because I just love the build quality, and it's good to think that I can have a playable pool table, not just for kids but even for adults, in my small games room. And I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of this. And just looking over here, what I like about this is that you even have a small pouch here where you can put all of the other accessories for the other games. So as you can see, there's some table tennis panels, a couple of table tennis balls, a table tennis net. There's even a brush in there, I'm going to take it out in a minute, that you can use to maintain the nice finish that you have here for the pool table. And then there's a couple other knickknacks in there as well. There's the hockey stuff equipment there as well, and there's some chalk for the sticks, for the cue sticks. And yeah, everything else is here, so you cannot really lose anything, right? There's even a couple of footballs there for the foosball table, so everything you can store in this little pouch right here. Now, as you can see here, for the pool table, you have these little nets that the balls fall into, right? And these nets can hold a couple of balls. Let me see, but yeah, maybe a handful of balls can fit in there. All right, maybe 3, maybe even more, maybe a 4th, possibly, but 3 max, right? But yeah, pretty cool. Now, it comes with a nice set of cue sticks, and it look like very good build quality. The back has a rubber bung, the front has a nice feel to it, and you can use the chalk that it comes with to clear the top. Of course, you get 2 of them. Just going to put this here for now. And balls, they actually do have a nice feel. They actually are like a smaller version of the real thing, but the quality is exactly the same. Has that feel, just smaller to scale. Cool triangle. And I haven't played pool in a while, so I'll just give you an idea of what. Well, that's a really bad break there. But you get the gist, right? Let me see how easily I can put that in there from here. See if I still have my skills. Obviously, you need, with the final resting place where you have space around it so you can play properly. See if I can just stick this 3-ball in the side pocket. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So this is pool, and again, nice and small, good for kids, and also for adults as well. So when you're not playing pool, you can use the triangle here to keep the balls all together if you want. White balls there, and these cue sticks can actually sit right here and here, right? And then you can put the foosball table on top of it and play foosball. I'm going to do that one last because I have to lift it on. But before we get to the foosball table, let's get to the second game that you can play on this. So what I will do, I'm just going to remove these for now. I would actually recommend you can keep the box that it came in. I think I'm going to keep my box for the balls. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to need this table now to put my second game in here. So this looks like a cool little box to store the balls for now. So this comes with it as well. On one side you have the hockey game. On this side we have table tennis. So for the hockey, one thing I forgot to do. For the slide hockey, you have to take these out as well. Some of the stories over here. This fits right inside here perfectly. All right, fits nicely in there. Now, And there's a score. You can score from 0 to 9 on either side of these little red things here. Keep score. And I can now go into my little palette here. Yeah, I can now bring out my little puck. And now you can play slide hockey, right? Pretty straightforward. Alright. And as you can see, actually does have a good feel. This is felt, this is a smooth surface. I'm using this puck, so of course, you know, it's easy to play, good build quality. Now, that's the second game. When you're done with that, I can put these away back in the little pouch. My fingers can go in the holes here to get access to the bottom. Take it, turn it upside down, or whatever you call it, right side up. Now we got us a table tennis board. So I go back into my little pouch here, take out my little net. Holes are already pre-drilled. 1, 2. Got a nice little cute little net here. Alright, we have little paddles. And now we have table tennis, my friends. Miniature table tennis. Alright? Now, I actually have a real size table tennis in my games room. But now, if the adults are playing, and the kids want to play, they can play on this. Now, I have to put some force to bounce. And that makes sense, right? Because it's a small table, so, you know, you get the gist, right? Table tennis. So that's table tennis. Right? That's gear number 3. When there's no table tennis, put these away. Net comes up. Store everything in my little pouch here. And actually I can leave that like this. I can just leave this in here. And then again, 2 people should be doing this. This fits right on top. Okay, so now we have the foosball table on here, and again, 2 people need to lift this on here, right? Don't do like me. Now we can play foosball, alright? There you go. So, that's it for foosball. All in this nicely built set by the company Majik. Now, of course, as I do say in all of my videos, check the link below if you want to get yourself your hands on one of these. At the time I'm doing this video, the Christmas season has just started, so it might be a great gift for your kid or for yourself as an adult male or lady, right? It's a game for everyone, and what I like about this particular foosball table, it's actually, you're making them bigger and bigger, and you can get something that's near, you know, real game quality, like real games room quality for, you know, really, really cheap price. And, you know, it's a cheap price, but the build is pretty good for the price. And because I got this for $100 and something, right? 100 plus bucks, 150. So, and that's Canadian. So you do the conversion to get it into US. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Feel free to leave comments. Let me know what you think about the build quality and the 4 games. I think out of the 4 of these, definitely the foosball is good. Definitely the pool. I love the mini pool table, and the hockey as well. The only one I really make a big deal about is the table tennis, because I like real size table tennis, right? But for small kids, a table tennis table of this size should be fun, right? And it makes a secondary table for me, because when I'm playing table tennis with my 3 buddies, you know, kids could play on the small one. But the thing is, you get all that built into this nice compact design. And I have not stressed it enough, the build quality is really good for the price. Right? Only one thing I thought it would a little cheap on is the scoring things here. This has a little cheap look and feel to it, the 0 to 9, right? But it works, right? That's the only place I thought that they could have put a little bit more money in on these scoring panels. But other than that, hey, I'm not going to complain. Okay guys, so until next time, stay safe and keep on gaming. Bye bye. So I hope you enjoyed that last video. Now, if you liked this video and you liked it, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'm appreciative of that as well. So thank you very much. So listen, there's going to be a lot more content coming out this year and beyond. I plan to be doing quite a few different types of reviews. And I'm also starting to do giveaways now, finally. So that being said, happy gaming and stay safe. Bye bye.